We all good, buddy? We need a bit of reverse there. Welcome back, guys. It is Saturday afternoon. I've got Barty and Shane off, and we're heading out for an afternoon snapper fish once again in the bay. Barty went out last night and slayed it. How long were you fishing for, Barty?
2 hours.
And you got like 20 odd snapper, eh?
Yeah.
And let a heap go. So we're going to head out. We sort of haven't made up our mind how deep we're going to go, but that wind's sort of up, but it's meant to die, so we'll see how we go. Might be a classic trip how we turn around and come back. Shanos is jacked up.
Always.
He's had his, what have you had, mate, to jack you up? Your little can of whiskey?
Jameson's.
Jameson's. Oh, bless it. What's the plan, Barty? You're director of this trip, aren't you? Are you concerned more about the wind at this stage in time?
Yeah, we'll see what it's like when we get out there. We need to be, I don't know.
Well, it's incoming tide anyway, so at least we'll sit in the right direction.
Hey?
You want a sabiki? You want a lure or a sabiki? I've got sabikis there. We should be catching bait fish straight under us when we're snapper fishing anyway. There's that much sign there. And saying that, last time we didn't get any, but my sabiki was pretty old and rusty. I saved it from about 10 trips.
Probably see a school car on the way out somewhere anyway.
Do you want to tell your secret weapon what was working last night, or are we keeping that hush-hush?
From what?
Your secret weapon, what you slaying the snapper last night?
I don't care.
Do you want to say what it was, Barty, or not?
No.
Fair enough.
Nah.
We'll keep it secret.
You can.
We can say it was a black magic flasher rig of some sort, but we can't say the colour. And he actually ran out of them, went into my garage on my wall.
Stole this straight off the shelf.
He got straight off my shelf.
There you go. Let's go. Sunset.
6-bar-0 was slaying it last night. So low tide was 1 o'clock. It's now 2:30. So I've got the incoming tide all afternoon till about 7, and then tide probably won't start pushing out till about 8 o'clock. And that wind's sort of meant to turn around a bit later on. So is that 2 rigs or 1 rig?
No, it's double stacking.
Double stacking.
Yeah. So it's going to be in there plus. It can't be any worse than half that new one anyway, so you get it tanked every time.
At the moment in the bay there is about 1 trillion sharks. Actually last night, a couple of nights ago, there was a whale along the boulder bank, and apparently a mate of ours, Rito, took the photo and seen it and said there were sharks feeding on it. And then today he sent me a picture, and I don't think there's much left, but I'd say a massive harem of sharks were chewing on a big dead whale. Well, how long was it? 7 metres? Something like that, was it, the whale?
I have no idea.
But there's so many sharks in the bay at the moment. And last trip with Shanos, we hooked a couple of makos. Barty last night said was mako around the boat. So I've got the giant Tigra 30 with a couple of shark rigs, and we might try and catch a mako. If we can't catch any snapper, that'll be entertaining. We'll get the big rig, Barty, onto the big rig. See if it can dominate a giant mako. That bronzy you dominated, eh?
Yeah, but I think he was just too full. Just so big as a man.
Yeah, because he was just, that dude was filleting, eh? He was just chewing away on that.
He was so big and fat. He just didn't really seem to have that much go to him.
That Marco. Pretty.
us around that way.
What's going on here?
What the? All good, Shanos? I don't know why we've swung around this way. How does that even happen?
We should be straightening up. Yeah, we're straightening up.
Yeah.
No, we're right, we're straightening.
We need a bit anyway, otherwise we'll pull anchor. Right, we just got out to a new spot. We're just cruising along. Oh, the anchor's held there, isn't it? And gone to about 23 metres in the bay. Lots of bait fish sign, lots of little be mackerel and all sorts under the boat. There's heaps of sign there, a few big arches and stuff, but that wind's got up to about 15. Would you say close to a metre out here, chop swell coming through and the odd chop, buddy?
Yeah.
So that wind's right up. Last time I came out with Monopoly, we came out on lunchtime. As soon as we got out here, it was doing 15 knots. So we dragged our anchor for about 8k, had a beer stick and came home. Shane's up there with a very technical face. He's making sure that anchor's holding. He doesn't want to be a Dan. It's up to, you're the anchor guy. It's all relied on you. If we drift, you're responsible. It's just gone 3:20 and it's shite out here. But well, it's meant to die off, but it wasn't really meant to get up this up to 12 knot, over 12 knots actually. It was meant to hit 12 maximum and then drop off. But let's see if we can't catch some snapper fish. Bloody miserable out here, lads. Are you in already? Fuck. One of my favourite rigs is the Sunset. That's Barty's new secret weapon. He's already gone in my garage and pilfered one off the wall. Sneaky. I don't know if I'm going to use the same actually. No, I'm not. Don't do it. I'm going to go a snapper snap, and I'm going to go orange actually. That wind feels like it's picked up even more now.
Yeah, it's howling, isn't it?
Yeah. The wind hates us, eh? Like with a passion. It's even a mission standing up, isn't it? Holy smokes. I'll take these flip-flops off. Might be the shortest trip ever. Shanos is back up the front. He's let out about another 50 metres of rope because we're just not holding. I've only got a manual. I've got a manual anchor. It's usually named Barty. But yeah, at the time I couldn't afford a winch, electric one. But I wish I had got one now. It was the worst move ever, not paying for an electric anchor. And so the other issue with that is because it's manual, you can't have too much chain. I've got about 5 metres of chain on there and a good anchor, but any more than that, it's a nightmare to lift it or even get it up. We're on borderline now. You actually feel like you've done a 10k run after you pulled the anchor in. So that's our problem. So it's just not quite heavy enough when the wind's up. And the wind's not died off. We've still got about probably that'd almost be a metre coming through now, eh, Barty? The odd metre one coming through. So she's pretty ratchet out here. It's not dying off. It actually feels like it's getting up a little bit more. But we're going to brave it anyway. We've got nothing else planned for the day, so... oh yeah. So yeah, we've drifted probably about Yeah, was he going for them?
Yeah.
Little bastard. About 400 metres we've drifted. Nightmare. It just sounds gale force too,
It's
against
getting
the
worse,
rod.
isn't it?
Yeah. We could catch a seagull. They're good fights to win. Not bad in the smoker too, apparently. Should we just surface Burley and try and catch a mako?
0.5 now.
How much?
0.5. Going up.
We're going up. It's got us. The weather's got us again. He's cranking, eh?
Yeah.
God, what do we do?
Well, there's no point, is there?
Not really. Well, we're not even holding, are we?
Nah. Yeah. Not a shit show.
How we looking, Shanos?
Yeah. We're not holding whatsoever, eh? This is bullshit. She's capping all the time.
Shanos ploughing. Are you bringing it in, Shanos? Are you bringing it in? You're all over it.
Gonna drift some soft baits.
My baits are pretty soft now.
Well, that was great, wasn't it?
Whoa!
Great day.
Home. The anchor won't hold. Well, I don't have electric anchor, so it's only so heavy. And we just can't hold. So we've just been, if we could hold, we'd stay in, stay out. No, we didn't even really fish.
Pretty rugged, isn't it?
Yeah. It actually feels better here. Yeah, well, it's just not dying off. It's just not dying off. Yeah, but it wasn't meant to get over 12 knots from predict wind. But Barty's saying Met Service was saying up to 20 tonight. Well, but Met Service is probably seems to be the most accurate at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, well, if you can hold, you'll be alright, but...
That's worth it. That's worth it. I come out last night and got heaps. Yeah. About 18 out there.
Oh, we might as well give it a go. We were out in this ship last weekend. It's uncomfortable, but...
Oh, if the anchor could hold, we would stay out.
I can hold, hopefully I can get it back up again.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Just pull over it, like nothing on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Don't be like that. Alright.
Yeah, look at that. And you're going back in. I told you you should have put a...
All for it because you know it's 2 teeth. Put an anchor on it.
Oh, f you, man. I know. That's what I just said. Well, that was an epic fail. Can't even. This is not even going to be a flog. It might just be like another clog, the crap log. But yeah, so we went out and the anchor just wouldn't hold. So I think I need to save my pennies and get myself a electric anchor. If you're building a boat, guys, 100% get an electric anchor, because I just can't pull up any more chain on there. It's nearly impossible to pull up. So and it's just not enough to hold in shitty weather like that. Just seen Vorno. He's going to go out and he's going to fish the evening. He's got electric anchor, so he should be right. He's going to fish this evening, and I think he's going to moor up and then fish the morning as well. But yeah, epic fail. What do we call this video, guys? What would you call it? Is it a non-highlight video, but a storm, flog, bad weather chasing?
That's great.
Huh?
Well, the rest of that pole drag doesn't work.
What was that, fellas?
Yeah, that's great. Quite cool to drive a helicopter dry and have a look around.